All right, so set yourself up. It's a 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, so we're gonna get started. It's a it's a Virgo. You can't hear my mic. Can you hear me now? You can. Okay, good.
The mic, but not the music you were playing.
Sorry, Maren. Can you say that again?
I heard I can hear you, but you were playing music,
Oh,
and
I
that
can't
was
hear you now. Hold on one second. Oh, you can't hear the music.
no.
Gotcha. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Thanks, Maren. And now you should be able to hear music, right? You can hear that? Great. Okay. Alrighty. So welcome everyone. So happy full moon. We have to start on time because it's a Virgo full moon. That's what I was saying. And Virgos, I especially notice that Virgo moons are usually very much right on time, right? Very precise. Virgo is about the details. It's about the little things. It's about precision. So we're going to get started. So we're going to do something a little bit different this time, which is we'll do a meditation tonight, and then you get to go to sleep. And while you're sleeping, unless you really get excited by the full moon and you decide that you're just going to stay up all night, is while you're sleeping, the full moon will take place. The pinnacle of the full moon will take place here, Mountain Standard Time. It's at 1:17 a.m. So officially tomorrow morning is when the full moon is. So we'll do a practice. We'll do something to kind of clear out the subconscious, right? Because that's what the full moon is really good at. It's good at clearing things, of releasing things. It's a time for celebration. It's a time for letting go, pulling things out. And that's because we have the sun on one side of us over to the west. We've got the sun right now. And then we've got the moon that's just come up over the horizon at the exact opposite side. So we've got that opposition of the sun and the moon on one side. So that helps us to pull out and release things. When we have a new moon, we have things in both direction. That gives us direction. It allows us to set intentions. So we'll do our meditation practice to help kind of release things. We'll get into that a little bit more as to what we're releasing. And then you'll get to lay down and sleep and kind of release those things in your sleep. And then in the morning, when you wake up, what I want you to do is first thing in the morning, we're going to set the mind, right? We're going to, after that release, because what's important is once we've done a release, once we've let something go, it's very easy for that thing just to kind of creep back in, just kind of start to wander its way back into our life. So we want to put something else. We want to put a new habit. We want to put a new thought. We want to put a new way of being in place so that that old habit doesn't creep its way back in. All right. Looks like everybody's set up. So let's go ahead and tune in. So we're going to tune in with the Kundalini mantras. Yes?
Okay.
Oh, we had a question, but yeah, if you just put it in the chat. So we'll start by tuning in. We'll talk a little bit more about the astrology. We'll do a warm up, and then we will. Oh, is my image working now for everybody? Maren, thumbs up. I'm working now? Good. Okay. So I'll go over what you're doing in the morning at the end of the practice. So we'll tune in. We'll do a little bit of a warm-up practice just to get the body ready. And then we'll do this meditation. We'll have a relaxation, and then we'll talk about what you can do tomorrow morning to kind of finish this process, to finish this ceremony. So let's start by tuning in. So we'll tune in with Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. If you know the mantras, you can chant them out loud. If you don't know them, just have that energy of opening yourself up, of bringing yourself and connecting yourself with your highest wisdom. So bring the hands together in prayer pose, elbows out to the side. I see all the pets want to join us right now too. So relax the shoulders down the back, close the eyes. Start to connect with your breath. And then we'll take a deep breath in. And through the nose, exhale. And then inhale deeply to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath in, feel the spine nice and tall, gently press the palms. Seal in that intention to take this pause in your day, in your week, in your life, in this lunar cycle, to work consciously with the moon, to work consciously with yourself. Through the nose, exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale. Exhale. And now hold the breath out. Maintain the posture, hold the breath out. And when you need to, let the breath back in and you can relax your hands down. Okay, so what's going on? What makes this full moon different than other ones? What can we work with during this particular full moon? So I always like to look at, whenever I'm looking at the moons, I like to see what the bigger picture is, right? The moons change. It's the thing that's changing the fastest when we look at astrology, right? It's quickly making its way around us. It takes a little bit less than a month to make its way all the way around through the entire zodiac. So the bigger picture for this year, the bigger picture of what's going on is that we are deconstructing our worldview. As a collective, we are deconstructing, we are releasing, letting go of the old way of seeing the world, of an old way of working with each other and connecting with each other. And hopefully we're creating a new way of being with each other. We're actually realizing that there's other ways that we can be with each other that are a lot more supportive of everyone, that everyone can have a voice, that everyone can have agency in their life, that everyone can participate. We don't have to do this victim perpetrator mentality that we've been doing so well. We've been doing it so well for so long. We can actually find a way of being in peace with each other and connecting with everyone. So there's a few different aspects in the astrology that are bringing these old ways of being to light. And part of that is the North Node moving through Gemini, which all of our eclipses will be on that Gemini and Gemini and Sagittarius axis, which is the axis of knowledge. So that's making us take apart our Sagittarius ways of this is the way that the world is, and letting us realize new stories, new ways of being, writing new stories, listening to new stories, so that we can have a worldview that's actually a little bit more accurate to everyone. And then we also have what experienced earlier is, we'll experience it 2 more times this year, is a Saturn square to Uranus. So Uranus is challenging the stability. The Aquarius is to know, right? So, and Saturn is very structured. So it's challenging. Uranus is saying, no, we need to innovate. We need to change the way that we think about things. So those are the kind of the bigger picture things. So what we can do with this full moon, one of the things we did on the new moon is we set intentions for this time, right? We said, okay, what are our intentions? Where do we want to go? where do we want to move forward? And now we've come 2 weeks later. Now we're at the full moon. And this full moon is an opportunity for us to release the things that are no longer serving us. Maybe you've been working with that intention and you're realizing that when you work with that intention, there's some ways of being, there's some thoughts that you have that are not in alignment with that way of being, with the way you want to show up in the world now. So what we can do is start to release those old habits, those old thought forms. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so that's very connected to our thoughts. And it's very connected to our daily habits. So, what we're going to work with is we want to release those negative daily thoughts. That's what we're going to work with in this meditation, is letting go of the negative daily thoughts, because we all have them. I'm not good enough. I'm too much. I don't have enough. I'm stupid. I'm not worthy. Whatever the thing is, we all have these thoughts, and they're usually subconscious. We're not even aware that they're taking place. They're below the surface. And what we can do with this meditation is we can start to release those negative thoughts, to release them through the body. So part of what we're going to do is we're going to work with the armpits in this practice. And you'll notice that the armpits, the sweat that comes out of our armpits smells totally different than the rest of the body, right? The smell that we have from the armpits is completely different. That's why we're like always trying to cover it up. Right? We're going to cover that smell because it doesn't smell good. It smells, I don't like that smell. Part of that is the armpits are the exhaust pipes for the brain. That's why the smell of the armpits is completely different, because it's the exhaust pipe. It's the way that the brain releases. So you can actually, I did this meditation earlier and I was like, let me just try this. And I stunk afterwards. I was like, woo. That's how you know it's working, right? That's part of how we know this is working, is that we're actually going to sweat out this negative subconscious gunk in this meditation. So what we'll do is we'll do this meditation to clear those negative thoughts. And then the reason we're doing this is because that full moon will help us. The full moon energy will support us in purifying the mind. That's one of the things that Virgo is good at. Virgos are, sometimes very picky on their diet. They're very healthy. They're very clean. They want things, they're all about the details, right? So they know how to live very clean and very precise. And so we're going to use that precision. We're going to use that clarity to clear out the stuff that is no longer serving us, the thought forms that are no longer serving us, the subconscious junk that piles up. Because we have 1,000 thoughts in a second. 1,000 thoughts in a second, and only maybe one of those thoughts is conscious. So then we have 999 going into our subconscious. So it's important that we clear those out. When you're, 16, 20, 23, those subconscious thoughts don't bother you so much. When you've been stacking them up over the decades, they start to seep out, right? It's harder to be positive. It's harder to feel like you have the same kind of control and agency over your life, because those subconscious forms are kind of ruling you. So this is a way for us to release those. And it's the reason we're going to work with this tiny form. The reason why it's so important that we do this work is our thoughts become our words. Our words become our actions. Our actions become our habits. Our habits become our personality, and our personality becomes our life, right? So we're going to work with the very tiniest little part, these thoughts, and we're going to work and work to clear out the negative ones so that we can affect our lives in a meaningful way. So let's go ahead and start by warming up the body and getting the body ready for this meditation. So we're going to start by getting tension out of the body. So you're going to need some space to the side of you. So if you've got somebody or something to the side of you, make sure you've got plenty of space to work next to you, because you're going to bring the arms nice and wide. So find a comfortable seat, bring your arms wide, and we're going to bring our arms in circles, but they're going to come up, back, down, and around. So they're forward circles, coming forward and then back when they come up. Palms are facing forward. Just close your eyes and start to move your arms like this. We're going to do this for 3 minutes. Full disclosure, 3 minutes like this. You're going to feel some tension open up in the shoulders, and we want that. We want to move that tension out of the shoulders. So nice big circles. Just close your eyes and start to feel that opening in the shoulders. And eventually you're going to start to feel pressure in the shoulders, but we want that pressure, right? That pressure will help to release the tension. As it becomes more challenging, just connect with your breath. Really start to create some momentum as the arms come up. Really good, really nice. Keep it going. Last 10 seconds. And inhale. Stretch the arms wide. Exhale, relax the hands down. Just relax the hands onto the knees, onto the thighs. We're going to warm up the spine a little bit. So come forward, crawl forward onto all fours, onto your hands and your knees. Coming into a tabletop, so hands come right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips. I'm going to move into cow and cat. Coming into cow pose first, inhale, lifting the sits bones up, lifting the head up. Exhale, rounding the spine up towards the ceiling. Inhale into cow, exhale into cat. Nice, deep, full breaths. Just moving without getting stuck in cow or cat. Just moving back and forth between these two. And then inhale yourself into cow pose, hold cow pose, lifting the sits bones, lifting the head up. As you exhale, sit back on your heels, come sitting up tall on your heels, coming into rock pose. And sitting on your heels, bring your left hand out to the side. Reach your right arm up and over and come into a side bend. Nice deep breath here. Exhale as you come through center and switch sides, bringing the right hand down, lifting the left arm up and over. Exhale as you come through center. So inhaling to each side, exhaling through center, starting to work with, open up those armpits. Really feel that stretch in the whole side body. Really stretching your fingers, nice and long, stretching the middle finger, feeling it stretch, feeling that armpit open, feeling the rib cage open. Nice deep breaths. And inhale, come to center. Take a nice deep breath in. Relax both hands down. Sit up nice and tall. Through the nose, exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. So we'll do this meditation. And what's important about this meditation is not that you do it perfectly, right? The kind of shadow side of um, Virgo can be perfectionism and trying to get everything absolutely, totally perfect. We don't want to do that. We just want to do it to the best of our abilities, and allow it to purify us. Feel that purifying, brilliant light of the moon radiating on us and purifying us, coming in with a beautiful intention. So we're going to use a mantra in this meditation. The mantra is Ap Sahai Hoa Sacha Dai Sacha Doa Hud Hud Hud. If you're brand new to it, it might be a little bit of a mouthful, but we're going to do it for a little while, so you will get a handle of it. And I will put it in the chat right now so you can see what that looks like. So we'll be chanting this mantra. And the mudra that we'll have is we're going to take our hands. Right now we have Jupiter and Saturn both in Aquarius. This is part of what's bringing in this new age, right? We have Jupiter, which is forward thinking, forward moving, and we have Saturn, which is working with the past. We have Jupiter, which is expanding, and we have Saturn, which is contracting. So when we bring these together, we can find that stillness. And the tendency in these times, you're going to feel this throughout the years. It's like we get really excited for the future, and then we get really like drugged into the past. We think we're like, we've made it into this new thing, and then all of a sudden we're back in old habits. So we want to find the balance between those two planets, those two aspects of ourselves, between Jupiter and Saturn. So we're going to hold these together. The thumb is going to hold down the pinky finger and the ring finger. We're going to bring the arms up so the arms are by the ears, and we want the elbows out to the side so that we have the armpits are open, right? We want to have it so that the armpits are open. So hands are by the ears, and then the forearms are coming out so they're not totally straight up. The palms are facing forward, but they're out at about maybe a 30-degree angle. So this would be 90 degrees, this would be 60 degrees, this will be 30 degrees, this would be 0 degrees. Okay, so about a 30-degree angle out. And then the elbows are out maybe about 12 inches from your body. Okay, so this is the position we're going to hold. So go ahead and find this and really lift your shoulders up and then lock your shoulder blades down your back. Bring your chin in. And now you can look down. The eye gaze is looking down the sides of the nose at the tip of the nose. Okay, this is going to help to unlock the mind. If this is really uncomfortable for you, you can close the eyes. Otherwise, try to hold this gaze looking at the tip of the nose. And if this mantra is brand new to you, just do your best with it. And what's important is that on the HUDs, which ends with each time HUD, 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 you move the navel, and you really move the navel and flick the tongue on the roof of the mouth. HUD, HUD, HUD. All right, so go ahead and hold the position. We'll start to chant this mantra, doing your best to recreate the sounds. Apsahai Hoa, Sache Da, Sacha Doa, HUD, HUD, HUD. Oh, I'm realizing the one that I put in there is a lot more complicated than, than the actual version. There we go. All right, take a deep breath in. And exhale. And inhale deeply. And we'll start to chant. Apsahai Hoa Sache Da Sacha Doa, HUD, HUD. Apsahai Hoa Sache Da Sacha Doa, HUD, HUD, HUD. Apsahai Hoa Sache Da Sacha Doa, HUD, HUD, HUD. Keep chanting. Hear your voice chanting. This specifically gets rid of the negative thoughts. It's a protective mantra.
Hara, Hara. Apsahai hoa sacheda sajadoa. Hara, 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 Hara,
Hud.
Apsahai hoa sacheda sajadoa. Hara, Hara, Hara.
Really use the navel on those huds.
Apsahai hoa sacheda sajadoa.
Pulling the navel in.
Hara, Hara. Apsahai hoa sacheda sajadoa. Hara, Hara, Hara.
It brings the Kundalini energy up.
Apsahai hoa sacheda sajadoa. Hara, Hara, Hara. Apsahai hoa sacheda sajadoa. Hara, Hara, Hara. Apsahai hoa sacheda Apsahai hoa sacheda sachadoa. Hara, hara, hara. 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 Apsahai
Inhale deeply, hold the posture. Hold the breath in. Maintain the mudra, maintain the posture, maintain the eye gaze, looking at the tip of the nose. Hold. In a moment, we're going to shoot the breath out through the mouth like a cannon fire. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoot it out. Inhale. Again, hold the breath in. Hold it in. Feel that purity coming through. We're going to shoot out everything negative in 3, 2, 1. Shoot it out. One more time like that. Inhale. Hold the breath in. Any of those negative thoughts, any of those negative beliefs, send them out in 3, 2, 1. Shoot it out. Relax the hands down. Close the eyes. Relax the breath. Let the breath come back to normal. Just sit for a moment. Maybe you can just sit in the experience, no thoughts. And then we'll do one of the most important things. Relax. Come onto your back, lay down, and relax. It's absolutely imperative that we take time to relax and integrate this year. I mean, always, but particularly this year. Coming down, allowing yourself to relax completely, letting all the joints relax. And just feeling like that full moon is taking care of everything now. The sun and the moon have your back. They're supporting you and releasing what's no longer serving you, guiding you and illuminating this beautiful planet we get to live on. And allowing any of those negative thoughts to be cleansed with light, with luminescence. Very gently start to move your fingers and wiggle your toes. Start to stretch your body in a few couple stretches that feel good for you. Maybe twisting or stretching long. Stretching and eventually bringing your knees into your chest and squeezing the knees in, and then rocking side to side and then up and down, making your way up into a seat. So coming into that seat, coming into a comfortable seated position. So we've opened up a field, right? We've opened up the subconscious for the subconscious to do this dump, right? It's like taking the trash out on your computer. It's like, okay. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, right? So we're going to use this evening, we're going to use this full moon this evening to help us take that garbage out of the mind. So if you can, after this practice, don't stimulate yourself with a bunch of other things, right? Don't stay on the computer doing a bunch of things. Don't get on your phone and do a bunch of things. Really try to realize that you're in a releasing period. Allow that time from now until tomorrow morning to let the release happen. And then what I'd like you to do is to practice what you say first thing to yourself tomorrow morning. Okay. So figure out what you want to say to yourself. Maybe if you've been, working with me and you've been doing intention settings on the new moon, that's the first thing that you say, right? Whatever that intention is, you say. If you haven't been working with an intention, one of the best things you can say is, I am, I am, I am, I am. Because that takes us out of this human doing and brings us into being a human being. I am, I am. Because the first I am brings up that question of, oh, what am I? Am I a man? Am I a woman? Am I this? Am I that? Am I that? Am I the other thing? Am I worthy? Am I not worthy? And then the second I am answers it and says, you are. I am, I am. So find a way that maybe you set your alarm on your phone, and your alarm on your phone is that mantra. There's many different versions. I'll put one in the chat of that mantra. I am, I am. You can put that as your alarm, so it's the first thing you hear, and then that's the first thing you kind of say to yourself. Or maybe you take a piece of paper, write I am on top of it, or whatever your intention is, and cover your alarm clock with that. Just find a way that you can somehow get in it so that the first couple thoughts you have are your intention or I am. Okay. Because we've done this dump, we've done this clearing. We're going to do it overnight. The full moon's going to help us with this. And then the first thing we want to do, we want to reprogram, right? We don't want to just get rid of the program. We want to reestablish the program. So put something in there like I am, or so this is, I just put in the chat, there's a mantra. So do that. And then if you can, practice the I am meditation for 11 minutes. So just come into a comfortable seat after you've woken up in the morning. Maybe you do it in bed. Maybe you have a meditation spot that you can go to, but go to your spot and just simply chant that mantra. I am, recognizing that you're not all the things that you do, because it's very easy right now too, especially with the Virgo, to get all in the tasks. I am accomplishing things. I am checking things off my list. I am my to-do list. You are not your to-do list. You are way beyond that. Okay. So we want to take this moment to remember that, you're a human being, not a human doing. So chant that mantra if you can first thing in the morning. for 11 minutes. Okay. As first thing when you wake up, get that thought going. And then as soon as you can, if you have to, whatever you have to do, maybe you chant it when you go to the bathroom, when you're brushing your teeth or whatever, or listening to it, but find some way of incorporating it. Ideally would be you sit down and you do a little meditation with it for 11 minutes. Okay. All right. Let's close out the space. And then if there's any questions, I'll take any questions. But let's go ahead and close the space. So we'll close by chanting the Long Time Sunshine song, followed by 3 long satnams, sending our loving kindness, sending the benefits of this practice, not only to ourselves, but to all beings. So finding a comfortable seat, bringing the hands together in prayer pose, closing the eyes, letting the elbows come out to the side, taking a deep breath in. Through the nose, exhaling. And inhaling deeply to chant. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. And taking your thumbs up to the third eye center and bowing to your highest self, coming forward, Sat Nam. All right, y'all. Congratulations. Nice work. If you have any questions,